हरिओम सुनीता जी, हरिओम विद्या जी, हरि हरिओम अप्सरा जी, नमस्ते.
हरिओम सर.
हरिओम जी,
हरिओम सर.
हरिओम जी. Yes, namaste. We have our founder Damle ji is present here, and Dr. Bhavna is also present. जी, namaste. Namaste, Chitra ji. Namaste. Good to know you are able to join. Hariom. You are on mute, so we can't hear you, Chitra ji. Hariom, Mama ji, namaste.
Namaskara.
Namaskaram. Hariom. We'll just wait for a few more minutes before we begin.
Yeah, I'm in a train. As
Okay.
long as there is network, I'll be able to.
Yes, all right, Chitra ji, fine. Namaste. I request all participants. Namaste. There's Avanti ji also is present with Damle ji. We'll have a short introduction. Namaste, Avanti ji. We'll have a short introduction after all join. We'll wait for a few more minutes. I request all participants, you can turn on your video feeds. Yes, I think has everybody joined? Sunita ji, are we going to expect other participants also? Hariom Revati ji, Hariom Archita ji. Okay, we have two Sunita jis. All right, I think yes. Namaste.
Hariom.
Hariom ji.
Hariom sir.
Hariom. Hariom ji. Hariom. Okay. Hariom. Hariom Pallavi ji. Namaste. Hariom. Hariom ji. Hariom. So I request all participants, please turn on your video feeds. We will be beginning our introductions today, our orientation and everything. Hariom.
Sir, this is Revati who
Okay.
is chanting. How many times you have chanted, ma? You have made others also to chant the whole Bhagavad Gita. So they make sure each week they chant one chapter.
Okay, ji. Ji, ji. Namaste, Sunita ji. Yes.
Every day one parayana will be completed.
Ha, ha, ha.
Okay.
So like that we did. Now we are in 68th round.
Ji, ji. All right, ji. I think very nice to hear. So I think we'll this way all the participants have joined. Yes, Namaste. I will just do the begin introduction. First of all, pranams to everyone. We have our founder, Sri Damle ji. Damle ji is the founder of Midam Charitable Trust. Along with Damle ji, also is present with her, with Sir, sharing the same screen as Avanti ji. She is our Krishna's teacher who has taken in four languages this Krishna's Butter project in English, in Tamil, in Hindi, and in Marathi. So this Avanti ji is also present with us. Then Dr. Bhavna ji is present. I'll just mute everybody. When you wish to interact, you can just unmute. We have Dr. Bhavna ji as well, and Chitra ji also is present. Chitra ji is the one who has done the translation into Kannada, and she's also the coordinator for Karnataka. She had the I think opportunity of interacting with some other teachers from Karnataka in Bangalore. Now she's traveling, but we are happy to have her also. So I think with this, just let us. Can we begin with the invocation? Yes, please. Anybody, Dr. Bhavana ji, would you like to begin? You're on mute. Please unmute and yes, please.
Pranam Shridhamaji. I will chant. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Dev Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Saraswati Namastutyam, Varade Kamaroti, Vidyarambham Karishyami, Siddhirabhati Me Sada. Om.
Yes, Namaste. I think we'd begin now. Hari Om, Namaste. So, before we get introduced with all the participants, I would just request, um, I think, just an introduction to our founder, Shri Madhusudan Damleji and Dr. Bhavana ji. This Krishna's Butter project, about that, all of you have heard, I think, from Sunita ji. You have heard about Krishna's Butter project, but how is it? How did it originate? About that story. I think Dr. Bhavana ji, if you can just introduce, yes, please. Hari Om.
Namaste everyone. Welcome for today's meeting. Uh, I'm very happy to meet all of you in this forum of Krishna's Butter project. And the story started I'm a professor in one of the leading medical colleges in India. I found that students have some issues like personality development issues. Some of they are not inwardly happy in spite of very good education and very intellectually high capacity. So some of them I try to counsel, but I was thinking that if there is something which is given to them, something which is lacking in them, that has to be given to them, which will make their life more happy with all the intellectual developments that are happening in them. So with this idea, I went to Sri Damleji and I thought that Bhagavad Gita is the best manual for life, and somehow if we start taking it to children from the very young age, then it will work out well when they are in the professional side and it will develop their personalities well. So it was the idea that came to my mind, but I had no idea what to do. Neither I was knowing how to take it also. So I went to Sri Damleji to tell that I am feeling like taking Bhagavad Gita to school children. And Sri Damleji immediately said that this is something which needs to be digested, and immediately I will not answer. You can come tomorrow. So I went to next day with my diary and pen and all, and I said I want to do this. Then Sri Damleji told that what do you want to do? You want to give children. I said I want to give some value education from Bhagavad Gita to children. So sir said that what we want to do is we will just try to find out how we can take it to the children. So Ji told me that we should go to our own childhood, and we should know that how to take to children means we have to think according to what the child's mind will think. So we have to go to our childhood and forget first that we know anything. We know nothing, and we are going to start this project. So I was quite. I mean, it was an overwhelming idea that to find out something which is already not existing. So sir said that there is no reference book for us. We have to go to our childhood to find out how we can, how what were the problems when we were children, and how Gita can help in that. So with that, we started regularly meeting and trying to churn the Gita shlokas and try to find out total 99 shlokas from each adhyaya. Actually, I was thinking there is no adhyaya which can be left not taken to children. So all the 18 chapters needed to be taken. So both of us sat together and churned Gita to take out 99 chapters, and we got help from Sushrut and all to make it more digestible to children, and a module was designed, and this module we called it as Krishna's but project module or value education module for school children. So Sri Damji said now that we have done everything, but that is not enough. Uh, it is very important to be practical in life, and Shri Damleji's entire life, practically utility of these values have become a very important part of his life. So he said, don't try to just make some book and keep it in the market. You should go and teach. So now I'm a college teacher, so I thought, how I will be going to children, how will I reach them? So luckily we got Vidya Niketan School of Pondicherry, and Sri Damleji told me to go there and start teaching the children. And while teaching them itself, we will know how to teach them, what we want to teach them. So like that, first batch we started, and when the project came, I mean the all the 18 chapters were over, and then one day I just told ninth class students were there to take out whatever you have learned, please write on a plain paper and give me. And looking at feedback from them, it was a greatly encouraging thing. Immediately I went and met Shri Damleji. I said, see, this is successful. People are taking things as we are taking to them. Whatever is taught is being coming out at the end of 19 chapters. So that's how then we called it the Krishna Bhatta project and tried to make it to more schools. Then Sunday classes started. And Chitraji one day called me, and she told me that, ma'am, I want to teach my children Bhagavad Gita. So like that, then Sunday classes we started. She only organized everything for that. And after that, when Corona came, everything became standstill because 5 6 years we were doing our teaching in the school and Sunday classes. During that time only, Sri Ramleji's disciple, Sri Arvind Chandorkar from Nagpur, he on his own decided to, I mean, he wished to translate it. So two language translations from English language to two more language it happened. So like that we translated it, and now we have got translation in 6 languages. So this is our journey in Krishna's Bhatta, and now more than 3,000 children are being benefited by these online classes that has Chitraji might tell something more about it. So this is about the journey of this Krishna's Bhatta project, and it's so happy that people who are interested in taking this kind of values from Bhagavad Gita to children. So I'm very happy to meet all of you and give this small introduction to our project. Thank you.
Hari Om. Namaste. Thank you, Dr. Bhavnaji. Next, I request Avanti ji, if possible, you can just share some more about how this project went ahead and your experience also. Then we will move to Chitra ji and she can talk about the Kannada and how our export happened in Karnataka as well. Yes, please.
Hari Om, Namaste, and Jai Shri Krishna to all our dear teachers who have joined us here. It is such a blessing to have you all here teaming in the Krishna's Butter project. And like Bhavna ji said, that this project has been just forward, it's just progressing continuously. It started with one class which is offline, and then it went on and on, increasing like a tree, it was just growing. And now we have one more set of teachers who are all here for the Krishna's Butter project. So it's a blessing to be a part of this. And I learned a lot from Damleji. So the way of learning was simple, that I was eating the head of Bhavnaji and Damleji all the time. So one time at night I used to talk to Bhavnaji, and I used to talk to her for 1 hour, 1.5 hours, and she used to train me for the classes. And then in the next day morning when we used to go for pranayam, that time morning Damleji used to get up at 4, and then we used to do pranayam. So that time Damleji, I used to again eat his head for another half an hour to 45 minutes. So whatever examples that you see, and here in the session which you are going to have a training session in, you will see that they are all natural examples, something that we observe day to day in life, and that is what was given to me by Sri Damleji and Bhavna ji. So that training has been constant from their words. So when we go through this training session, it will be more of observing yourselves. So when I went into class, when I started taking class, the children started every time I narrated one of these examples, and they were a fixed set of examples, that these examples you should start with. So I did not think of any other examples. Those 4 5 examples which I was told, I used to talk. And when I started talking, I used to see that the children used to burst with answers and questions like popcorn. They used to like, ma'am, 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 didi, didi, I want to say. So slowly the conversation with them started, and then it went to such a height that the children started asking questions to their parents. And that is why then Sushruji's classes had to be started, because parents were came and approached us that, sir, you have they told Damleji that you have so many classes for children. Is there something for adults? Can you make something for adults? So that time only Ramliji said that, okay, Sushruji, please you start your classes. And then he started taking. So that is how it has been happening naturally. And it's so nice to see that all of this is just materializing in such a beautiful way. And what we have noticed is all those who are involved in Krishna's Butter project, all the teachers that have come forward, they are all Yashoda Mayas. So all of you are also Yashoda Mayas, and you are going to be interacting with all the Bal Krishnas, and it's going to be such a beautiful thing. So I'm very blessed to be a part of this project, and I'm very grateful to all of you for joining us here. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sushruti. Thank you, Sri Ramleji. Thank you, Chitra ji. Thank you, Bhavna ji.
Hari Om. Thank you, Avanti ji, for the introduction. So, this is actually a project which was not planned in a way specifically that even the translations during Corona time, one headmaster got transferred to Pondicherry from Kerala. And without asking the permission of the trust, he started translation and he finished the translation and he came Krishnarpanam and he offered. First thing, Damleji wanted to know, who are you? How have you done the translation? Why have you done? When all these questions, nobody knows. And then he said, even if it's Corona, we will meet. We will meet online. Let us meet face to face. Let us see. And then he was like this. He said, I have done it as Krishna Seva. If you like this translation, you can use it. If you don't like it, don't worry. No problem, he says. And he just gave the full book. And interesting part is, all other translations we finished translating, then we had to do typesetting, then editing, then proofreading, then making it ready for making it printable. This person gave ready to print document with typeset perfect book only. Then Damleji just saw the bhava and the arpan and everything, and he was very clear. He said, I am offering it because for me Krishna's wish was there to I should do it in Malayalam, so I have done it. Then Damleji got it from one of his students who is a Sanskrit teacher and PhD in Sanskrit, and also he knows Malayalam. So that person and two other people, they verified it. And what did they verify? They said, please go ahead and print. No change suggested, no change required. It has been done perfectly. And the headmaster had written so many books before this also. So he had offered just like that. Now, as you see, I think Avantiji talked about the classes, how they went to so many people. We have Chitraji also with us. So Chitraji also was a mother who wanted to take Krishna's Butter project. She did not know about Krishna's Butter. She just wanted to learn Gita chanting. So for her daughters, she enrolled. But when she came here, that time she was told that we will not focus more on chanting. Chanting is important, but now we in this short session we will focus on practical aspects only. So you see, then she was very happy. She said, okay, because we give them audios also for chanting. These audios are provided, but a meaning and very interesting homeworks are there. I think Avantiji told you how practically different homework. So Karma Yoga, we give different homeworks. Like children are given when the chapter is taught, there is a special module. That lesson means 19 lessons are there. Each lesson is having only 3 to 4 shlokas, one cartoon illustration, and lots of practical examples. And then at the end, children are given homework. Now the module has become so perfected. We have finished so many batches that we have a set of FAQs only, frequently asked questions by children. Every batch, the different children will ask at least 90% same questions only. How to answer, how to respect the children's view. And one very nice example, we say for a karma yoga, we would say do at least one thing in your house without expecting any return. That is karma yoga. So your homework is do one nice thing in the house without expecting any return. And one boy came and he was from the Tamil batch. He came and he said, I gave my party glass of water. I didn't ask for anything. This is my karma yoga. All our teachers were laughing after the class when they shared. We teachers will interact with each other and share our experiences. So, what is this? This is a big karma yoga, giving glass of water. But no, the Amliji said, see, he has understood the concept. That is more important. That we should not expect anything, and he went and gave a glass of water without expecting. So, like that, slowly different examples started coming, and And children started, Mother, I don't want Rajasic food. Give me Sattvic food. Mother does not know what is Sattvic, what is Rajasic, what is Tamasic. And she was very confused. What is my son saying? Or I don't want to be angry. Or I went to the mall. I was having lot of rajas. I wanted to shop. But then I remembered Krishna, and so I told mother it is okay if you don't give. Or one more grandmother came and asked us, she wanted to see who is the teacher. She came and she, I want to see the teacher, is what she said on the last day. And when she said, I want to say thank you because in all my years I have not seen my son, any grandson, anytime come and fold the bedsheet. Now he is coming and folding bedsheet without asking me only, and how this has changed. So that module has been developed by Damleji and Dr. Bhavnaji after a lot of manthan. Almost 8 months they had discussion, and like Dr. Bhavnaji said, Damleji told, no, I don't want you to trouble the children by printing one more book. He said, go to classroom. She is a professor, she is a doctor in the hospital, she teaches PG students. What will she do in primary school? Where will she find students? She cannot leave her profession. But no, Damleji said, no, I want practical. We have to, don't print one more book simply. If children like it, then we go. So she went, she found a school. In her lunch break, 1 hour lunch break, she would quickly eat half an hour lunch, and the school would give her half an hour. Two teachers would say, afternoon 15 minutes from my period. Two teachers were willing to share. So in that period, she thought, this was in 2015. And then then in lockdown time, Chitraji, who was present, Chitraji told us, let us try going online. Till then, we did not think of going online. We just made one simple poster and we posted it on social media. It became viral. So many, we had problem of teachers, less teachers now. Because more students were calling from all India. I got 200 phone calls. Everybody wants practical Gita classes. From the beginning, we have kept it free. That time when we started, nobody was teaching free classes for children for practical aspects of the Gita. There were some paid classes, but not for children at all. For adults, there were there. But Damliji said only Krishna is the person who is giving freely to everyone. Who are we to charge money for this project? We cannot charge anything. So this will remain free, and from the beginning, many organizations came, they suggested us, they will help us, but we have to charge a small fee, charge 50 rupees, charge 100 rupees, something like that. No, we are not even charging 1 rupee. We do not want. This is Krishna Arpanam, means proper bhava of Krishna Arpanam. Second is certificates. After our classes started getting popular, larger organizations which are working in same field of Krishna's spreading of Krishna's consciousness, these organizations also had some of their karyakartas joining us, and then they started trying to replicate the same model. They started promising certificates. They started promising certain IIT teachers who are going to teach you. All these posters would come, but we decided other than Krishna, nobody can give certificate. Krishna can only give certificate of Gita, and that certificate is not on paper. That is a different one. But if the teachers have completed classes, for teachers, trust can give. But students cannot go and teachers can get. Yes, teachers have taken. Damliji says it's an honor for us if we can give a certificate to our teachers. But for the students, students cannot say, I have studied the Gita, I know the Gita. Well, nobody can say, I know the Gita, because Gita is a lifelong process. Charai veti, it goes on. One principle we can hold for 100 years of life also. So like that, these principles have been used, and we have tried to bring it in such a way that so many children have got benefited, because there is no change in that ideology. That principle has to remain. The practical aspect. When we did the Tamil translation, there was one big danger. We did not know that time that the Tamil translator started adding their own version of the Gita in the book. It is not translation, it was like a new book. When we gave it to some other verification group, they said this is a new book completely. That person can publish it as a separate book. It is not Krishna's butter only. Because that person was a very senior lady, she has her experience, she has been taking Gita, this pravachans and all. But in the class, we have made very, very simple, so that any part of India or outside of India also, every child, they will get the question, that question is answered in such a way, and they can go ahead. We say after this, you are free to choose. Like Krishna says, yathechasi tatha karu. Like that, we are free. The Krishna's Butter project gives us that direction. So with this entire project came, and then in Karnataka, somehow Krishna has been very, what we can say, probably his favorite state we are feeling is Karnataka only, because so many languages it has come out. We did not get this type of response, even in Pondicherry, not in Tamil Nadu, not in Kerala, Maharashtra, Nagpur. Nagpur means we are having these organizations which are already very connected They are very much aware of this project. They like this project. They have a Vidya Bharati group of 12,000 schools are there. But still, Karnataka, when it was released, the book got released in Kannada, and in Pondicherry we got a world record. So many years we are doing, we did not get a world record. But when the Kannada book got released, we got a world record. Then somebody from connected from our Krishna's family said, no, no, Kannada is you are releasing in Pondicherry. Please come to Karnataka and release. You have to release in Bangalore. So that is why just 2 weeks back, Damleji deputed myself and Chitraji. So when we went there, we went to meet our group of people who are already aware of the project, just to meet them. But along with that, then 10 teachers came forward and said, we are willing to freely teach, please train us. We are surprised, 1 or 2 teachers, we are very happy, but suddenly 10 teachers come. And then the minister, we meet Sri Raghavendra Shetty ji, Dr. Belu Raghavendra Shetty ji, he says, I want to see this project, you come and meet me. So we go to his office, and he is the chairman of Handicrafts Ministry of Government of Karnataka. And he is so happy. He says, I cannot release this book. This book is very special. First 15 minutes there was a controversy going on in Karnataka because of Gita, so he was only little bit distant. But when he heard the project, he said, this is very beautiful, this should go up to Amit Shah. He was saying, I want to take it, but before that I want to make Karnataka model state of Bhagavad Gita, and Krishna's Butter project is very inspiring to Chitraji. And he was speaking in Kannada for half an hour. I don't understand Kannada, but I could understand what he is speaking, because he was saying with the same Krishna Arpanam Bhav. He said he is also a Krishna Bhakta. He says, I can't release the book and get media coverage just like this. I want this book, this project to go properly. And he said that we must try to meet higher education minister, who is a very powerful person and who is having a lot of respect for Gita, Dr. Ashwath Narayan ji. But Dr. Ashwath Narayan ji is very busy. We cannot get meeting just like that. Now also cabinet reshuffle, everything is going on. But we said, okay sir, we will see. He said, no, I will go personally and speak to Dr. Ashwath Narayan ji, and we will get appointment. So within 24 hours, he went with one more senior person who is connected with the ministry. They went to Dr. Ashwath Narayan ji, and Dr. Ashwath Narayan ji immediately within 24 hours agreed for releasing the book in Karnataka. And interestingly, we found out that our teachers who are telling, they are also from same constituency of Dr. Ashwath Narayan ji, that is Malleshwaram, and I think you are also from Malleshwaram only, most of you. So this is a very big coincidence for us that from Malleshwaram so many are coming forward. So when Dr. Ashwath Narayan ji released the book, he also spoke the same thing. He said, like air and water, that Bhagavad Gita is very important in life. And many people are doing chanting and teaching, but he appreciated Medam Charitable Trust for this world record initiative, he said. And he said, I want to make it go to a lot of people. And everybody was so happy that this, even this Dr. Belur Raghavendra Shetty ji said, tell me after your training is over, I will give you a full list of all the schools, institutes in Malleshwaram constituency, we will take it. Another person was saying, we will organize a march in Karnataka in Vedant Sauda only. With all the children, they will have this Kannada Krishna Navanita, that book in the hand. And we want Gita, these children will take a march. Then one more thing, they said Dr. Ashwath Narayan ji would personally take it to the CM. When we reach around 2,000, 3,000 children is completed, it is over. And then we will have probably a more organized system where Malleshwaram constituency will become a model one for different. So slowly, but we are all not worried. Krishna will take us ahead, how he has to take ahead. We don't, Damleji says the same thing. We have to just surrender, let Krishna do. He said, he also told, even if you don't meet any minister or don't release any book, go meet one teacher and come back, is what Damleji told me. But very nicely it has happened. Some of the teachers have got trained. Today we are very lucky that so many more teachers are also joining. So how and everything, before that, before all of the introductions, a small orientation is required, and for that even the last batch, Damleji himself had taken personal interest. Always this project, Damleji is not available for any other meeting for anybody, but for Krishna's Butter project, even midnight, he is willing. We have had meetings at 4 a.m., we have had meetings at 12 o'clock. There is no time constraint, and sir is only 76 years young. We are getting a lot of energy from sir for all our project only, that how we should keep trying to take it perfectly. And last so many years, 6 years, our trust has faced multiple challenges, so many different levels of challenges. But every time when we are holding principle firmly, how Krishna says, "Swalpam apyasya dharmasya," from the Mahato Bhayat, the greatest danger we are protected when we follow it perfectly. So, because of that, this project became viral. It has been covered in the Hindu newspaper, other newspapers also. Everywhere people have seen about this project. Today, we are going to be introducing you to this project, and then we will see how we can go ahead. There is no pressure on anybody. There is no force of no. Jamliji does not believe in even discipline. He says has to be. It cannot be imposed. It has to come by self only, individual only. So before that, I will just pass over to Damleji. Damleji, can please grace the teachers present. Hariom sir, please address this, teachers. Hariom ji.
Thank you very much. So, with Lord Krishna's name, I welcome all of you to this meeting. I'm really very happy. I cannot express my feelings because there are so many things. So many things. We work every day, we do some duty. Our duty is our work. Much has been said and done about it. I'll just, in a few words, I would like to keep things clear in front of you so that you go with a greater confidence. Just in few words, beginning I came here in 1988 to establish my company, AVM Research Laboratories. Now that was a time when I wanted to establish something. You understand? Establishing, having something in mind, having a plan, opera, object is there, planning is there, execution is there, then the result is there, all that management things. But in 1915,
2015.
because I was already working with some uh, social units and working for some social cause since long, but it was doing my work and then doing some work like that. But from 88, all has come together. Now the thing is this that we establish, we do something, we do some job, we prepare for it. But there is something which God does for us, the divine does for us. And the whole management and growth is looked after by him. It's just a small thought from Dr. Bhavna that this should be done. And then usually there is no reference. So everybody, all researchers go for references. If there is some reference, then we can go ahead. But there was no reference. So we refer to the divine. But this thought has come. But we are too small to work on it. And slowly we started studying. So teaching comes afterwards. First, learning. When you learn, you can teach. How much? Yavataham janami tavataham pathaya. How much I know, I can teach. So as you have seen and understood from the talk from Dr. Bhavna, Avanti, Sushru, that everything has evolved so naturally that there is no institute like Vidam Charitable Trust and there is a course and these rules are there and you have to follow. No, my understanding is this that we are together freely. You have your program, your work, your duties. So we are united, yet we are free. We are not bound by any institute, or rules, or anything. Our institute is growing slowly. There are no rules, only there are some certain observations which can help you in teaching. This is all we are going to part. Now let me ask you, not ask you, because this is not a classroom. Oh, oh. Okay, whether somebody thinks that is it his profession to teach? Then somebody says, yes, it is my profession. Then somebody comes forward and says that no, it is my hobby. So either a profession or a hobby. I feel both not. Then what? Guidance with love. Guidance. A mother guides. In nature, the birds, animals, how they don't have classroom. Nobody teaches them. Nobody teaches. They learn by consciousness, by understanding. A child understands the psychology of mother. Mother understands the psychology of the child. And nobody can understand the way the mother-child relationship. Then how do you know? I know, but I cannot explain, and that is the consciousness. So first of all, my request, which I am following throughout my life, that nobody can teach anything to anybody. The moment that teacher enters, even the mother and child relation is spoiled. Mama, don't teach me, don't lecture me. And this is not what I am saying out of my experience of 76 years. Experience from the mothers of Krishna's butter team, who are our teachers. Somebody says, Mom, you have started. Don't teach me that. And one fine morning, he said, but I like Dr. Bhavna. He's so sweet. So so what is this? It's a consciousness. Mother and child relations are special. Nobody on earth is allowed even to touch it. But that is something which is understood by both of them. Their language is different. The Papa says, what you are talking? Yeah, that is our special language. Without speaking. So that is how we are going. If it is not going to be a profession, no hobby. Because hobby is again depending upon our wishes. Oh, I don't want to play football. I don't want to. This is a divine guidance with love. So first thing is this, that we are not teachers. I request everybody. Okay, the moment that teacher comes, everything is over. Let mother be mother, father be father, friend be a friend. And even a guru to a shishya. Because what I understand, that a child is teaching children. The learning is a process. He may think anything, but what a guru should feel, that he is always a friend and he goes on learning. He goes on learning. Otherwise, what will happen? That the child will be PhD and then out of hand, I don't know. So he has to learn constantly with greater interest in learning. So this is how our all teachers have grown. Who was on the, he is the youngest of our teachers, our team. She did not even want to start. There is a fear. So fear of starting something. Oh, Susruchi is teaching, mom is teaching, you are teaching, how can I? I said, यावत हम जाना मी तावत हम पाठया. जितना मैं जानता हूँ उतना तो पढ़ा सकता हूँ. Our friend रामदास स्वामी has said कि हमें मतलब जितना हम जानते हैं, जो मैं जानता हूँ, वो मैं लोगों को बताऊंगा. Whatever I know, I will teach people and I will make them knowledgeable. So this is the base I wanted to talk. That you will be the divine workers. See, we are not chosen you. There is no selection. We are not masters of anything to select people and teach them. No, the Lord is gathering us together. He is making us do. Then what will be the training? Nothing. What we have learned out of our experience. Same thing. Now, Avanti's way of teaching is different. She is most impatient in things. But she gets certificate from trained teachers, elderly. Avanti, in my class, I have never so much patience with these children. They are so much this. You are so patient. So she has learned to be patient. I have learned to be more silent. In marketing and all that, my whole life has gone more than 52 years. But when we started this, even my company, I said, no, I have to do some evolution in management and marketing. Something which is evolving. We are not, keeping up to the traditions only. Traditions are good, but the trading of tradition is not good. So this is what I feel, and I'm very much thankful to you because you have joined this work of Lord Krishna. You are helping me. My thanks and best wishes to all of you. Keep up your support. Let us all learn together. Today you will learn few things, technique things, because I don't want to go out of the course because it has been set up with some psychological importance. There is a psychology of a child. That psychology, if we understand, then you start teaching. I tell you, you will be the most successful teachers in your life. You are today, but you will have more joy because it goes in them. See, we all were students. Teacher comes, gives one lecture, one thing to everybody. Few understand, few do not understand. So I am sure that everybody will agree that nobody has taught you anything. You have learned. Am I right, man? You have learned. They have given you information. So we are informers. We are no more than. And we have learned. Let the children learn. So it is something that is what I told Dr. Bhavna that from our childhood we should, what we have understood, what we have not understood. Because there is no reference. Nobody has done this work. It's not our ego. But humbly we are so happy that the Lord has given us such a great work that nobody ever could go ahead chanting for the children. And great yogis have written for our book that, oh my God, I have understood this could be done. So evolution is this only. Oh, this could be done. This could be done. Oh no, we cannot go. It is like this only. Standards are set up. We are here to change their standards and put new standards. And that is what the evolution. So we are all learning. Nobody is going to teach you. Bhavana will teach you. Just as a word, teaching. She will inform you about how to teach. And you are requested lastly not to go out of this course for any reason. Because it has been given to us by the Lord. Why this shloka? Why not this shloka? Because Gita is such thing. What is to be told and what not. So they are selected out of that. Don't go out of the line. Don't tell any story to anybody. Just simple stories. Oh, he was imprisoned, his father and mother, when he was born. We are born in good condition. Such small good stories can be told. And beware that, lastly, I'm giving you a suggestion. Beware that we are not going to answer the questions of parents because this has been our experience. This slowly we can see either here or because our teachers are trained so much now within these 8 years that they can understand the question where it is coming from. Because it comes from there, the parents are putting something else which is psychologically creating a problem in the process. It is a titration. It is a scientific process. It is not something different than that. slowly then teachers will be allowed after few classes, and we will take their guidance also. Because again, it is a teaching and learning process. I hope you have understood. If you have any question, please go ahead and you can ask me. If not today, you can ask tomorrow to Dr. Bhavna. Even Avanti, then Sociology is there, but mostly he is busy with my company. He is now my whole and soul for my KVM research laboratories, and he is looking after exports, the research, and everything at this Krishna's butter team also. So you are welcome, and my best wishes to you all. Enjoy and bathe in the showers of blessings of Lord Krishna. Thank you for coming.
Hari
Attending the meeting.
Hari Om. Hari Om. Yes, Namaste ji. So, Namaste. Thank you, Damle ji. We'll have a small introduction of all the teachers one by one. Before that, as Damle ji said, that there is a module. So, this examples are there, cartoons are there. That module is designed such a way that your 45 minutes, if you follow that only, your 45 minutes will get covered. Means you don't have to, there is no time only. Many times teachers say, how I can somehow finish this, because 45 minutes, all those examples, practical examples, everything are automatically getting covered. So that system is there. Now for Kannada, I think Chitra ji, you saw she was traveling, so she is not able to in the train. She has lost her signal. I just got her information from her. So, but she has done the Kannada translation. So the Kannada module is going to start in June month. So first for Kannada training is going to, what will be separate. We have now English training taking place, then there is some other Tamil also who are interested in getting trained. Now among our teachers, one small introduction will start with Sunita ji. She has introduced us, Midam, to all of you. So from Sunita ji, everybody else can give a small introduction. And then at the end you can just share who wants to take the English for English training, who wants to undergo, that we can just look at after we get introduced. While introduction, I request please keep your videos on so that at least now we can see while you are introducing. Namaste. Hari Om.
Namaste.
Ji.
Damleji sir, nice to see you. It's like honor to hear you, and also Dr. Bhavana also. We have heard about you, ma'am, through Sushrit sir, but nice to see you today. Thank you so much. So this is Sunita Rajesh, postgraduate in chemistry. Was working as a lecturer in chemistry, and then science and English teacher also in schools. But now a proper homemaker. And also I teach shlokas in Purna Prajna. I'm a shloka teacher in Purna Prajna. It's a voluntary act. And from past 12 to 13 years, I'm there as a shloka teacher. But wanted to spread the Krishna's wordings to all the children through Medam Trust. So, thank you so much.
Thank you, Sunita ji. Thank you for the introduction. It is very nice to know you are chemistry also. You have Ji
Yes,
was talking
yes.
about titration today. I think that would have connected with you very well. Ji. Yes, Hari Om. Yes, please. Anybody else after Sunita ji? After Sunita ji. Yes, please.
I'm Uma Balra.
Namaste.
My aim is to spread whatever good things are there in our culture to the society.
Madam, I couldn't hear you. Yes.
It's from past 10 years.
Ji.
I'm connected with Vedanta Bharati, who spreads Shankaracharya's teachings throughout the world actually. We do online classes on Shankara Bhagavad Pada's stotras and a small introduction to the stotras, and now we have started telling meanings to the shlokas also. Right now I'm doing Sundarakanda. We are in 61st Sarga, and that's how I met Sunita. Sunita is a part of that Sundarakanda. Thank you.
Namaste. Namaste. Thank you, Maji. Thank you for the introduction. Ji. Nice to hear. Hari Om.
Namaste.
Namaste. Ji.
Namaste everyone. Namaste Damleji. Namaste Bhavana ma'am. And Namaste Ji.
Namaste.
I'm Pallavi Raghunandan, a science graduate. interested in teaching also, and presently I am. My son attended your classes
Oh,
because hope you all knew him, Krishna.
yes.
Yeah, Bhavna ma'am. From him, I have learned many things. He used to interact with me. Whatever he learned in the class, he used to interact with me, and he was telling, and that made me also get involved much and teach everybody, so that I'm interested. Thank you.
Thank you, Pallaviji. So very nice to know from your son you got introduced to Krishna's Butter project. Ji, thank you very much, Pallaviji. Hari Om. Yes. Anybody else? Yes, please.
I'm Jayati Suresh. I'm good friend of Sunita. I'm a graduate from I'm a BCom graduate.
Ji.
We are having a small group of 18 people. We chant every day Bhagavad Gita. Like
Okay.
that, we completed nearly 1,200 Parayanams.
Mhm. So nice to know. Ji. Thank you, Ji. Thank you.
I'm happy to be the part of this
Ji.
project.
Thank you, Ji. Hari Om. Hari Om, Revati Ji. Yes. Yes, please.
Namaste, Shruti.
Namaste.
I have attended your Krishna's Butter Project for Adults, and
Ji.
it was actually very interesting, and your book also. I find it very interesting, this project, so I wanted to be involved in this for the students.
Ji. Ji. Thank you, Archita Ji. Archita Ji, you are just for some background, what are you up to? Just a little bit, one or two lines.
I have done MA in Sociology.
Okay, Ji. Sociology. All right, Ji. Fine, Ji. Thank you, Ji. Hari Om. Hari Om.
Hi, this is Vidya.
Ji.
Good afternoon, everyone. Sushruji, earlier I attended your
Ji.
Krishna Butter Project for
Ji.
Elder, and I really felt a very divine feeling. And I
Ji.
completely learned Gita with explanation and shlokas with Sunita ji. And now simultaneously I'm explaining this Gita to my friends.
Oh,
And this is my dream to spread Gita gift
Ji.
to max
Ji.
people.
Ji.
So this is the great opportunity given by Krishna to me,
Ji.
and I'm really thankful to everyone who are part of this project.
Ji.
I did my MA in economics. I'm staying in Bangalore near Malleshwaram. Thank you so much.
Ji. Thank you. Thank you so much, Vidya
Hari
Ji.
Om.
Hari Om. Hari Om. Thank you, Vidya Ji. And Krishna has told in the 18th Adhyaya, so many, 12th Adhyaya, Mad Bhakta, Chame Priya, he kept saying. But 18th Adhyaya, he has told there is nobody more dearer than who is taking my message to those who want to receive. He's saying don't preach in one shloka, but then he says those who want to hear. And in Krishna's butter, we see children, they're all jumping and wanting to hear. And afterwards, they say Gita is easy. Adults also say it is difficult, but children, for them, they have understood something. That is also true. They have not understood fully, but what they have understood, that is very nice. And so, very nice to hear that motivation. I think that is also our driving motivation. One is Loka Sangraha, but other one is one opportunity for serving Krishna. That is the greatest satisfaction we can get. Yes, Vidyaji. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank you, Ji. Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Anupama.
Namaste.
Hello everyone, Namaste. I am Uma Jagannath. I am a MCom student and now a homemaker.
Ji.
I am a homemaker. I am presently a student of Sunita ji and Uma madam.
Okay.
I learned the Bhagavad Gita through Tara Devi.
Ji.
Now I want to put some effort to teach whatever I have learned with all your blessings and support. I have never taught anyone, but I wish to teach few of the students who I can
Ji.
and go in a process which Krishna wants to me lead.
So wonderful. Thank you, Umaji.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ji. Thank you so much, Ji. Hari Om Ji. Thank you for sharing. Hari Om Ji. Thank you, Umaji.
I'm Anupama. I'm a
Namaste.
student of Uma Balram.
And I taught Soundarya Lahari and Bhagavad Gita for small, for elder also for the subject. I'm a BA graduate in Kannada, so I'm very fluent in Kannada. I want
Okay.
to be,
Yes, yes.
I'm happy to join this.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. So, thank you so much. Kannada workshops, you are more interested, is it not? More than
Yeah.
English, you are interested.
Yeah.
So, we will be starting that training very shortly. So, thank you, Anupamaji. Thank you. Yes, Hari Om. Yes.
Harini, speak some words, ma, from your side. Harini? Apsara, floor is yours.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
Namaste, everyone. This is Apsara Sandeep from Bangalore. I'm BCom graduation. My graduation is BCom. Now I am homemaker. I'm interested to learn more about your birder project and want to spread some children.
Thank you, Apsara ji. Thank you for sharing. Ji. Looking forward. Yes, please. Hari Om.
Harini?
Probably her network is not working or some.
Harini, are you there?
I think is almost everybody has covered, is it, Sunit? Almost everybody has covered, is it, Sunita ji? Probably Harini ji may have.
Harini wants
She's
to
there.
also.
Yeah, okay.
Harini.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Harini. Harini, you want to share? Okay, sir. It's done.
All right. So, so now, how many of you are interested in the English teaching? You can just tell us, and we'll form a group. We have formed a group for the Kannada and Karnataka Kshetra. Chitra ji is the Karnataka state coordinator also. She's again, these are all, what we can, Chitra ji is from the beginning with our project. But we all don't believe anybody is higher or lower. Everybody is on one plane. Krishna is on the highest plane. We are all trying to work together. So for organization and for actually because of Chitraji, I felt this meeting also went very well, successful in Karnataka because the way she talked with all the ministers also, it is very nice how they also got inspired. So she will be coordinating from Pondicherry. She may be present sometimes in Bangalore, but mostly from Pondicherry only. So we are going to be starting for Malleshwaram. Physical schools is what probably when we start in the physical classrooms, Dr. Ashwath Narayan himself will come once the training is complete. That is what we have heard. He wants to be present in the physical classrooms, whether Kannada or English. But now we are starting first with English because already a batch of teachers, some from Bangalore, some out of Bangalore also, they have been shortlisted. Here for somehow Krishna for Malleshwaram, we don't have to shortlist. Everybody is joining. We are more than blessed because it is Krishna's wish. We are, Ramliji also said, we will not have a, otherwise we have a very strong shortlisting criteria also. But now here we are not following anything. So all who are interested can join. They like Damliji said, there's no pressure. But if you are going to get trained, you should be sure of taking. Then you get the training. Otherwise, do not join for the training now because we will be able to focus better on those who want to train. Afterwards, if you wish, training will take place. This is what we can say Nitya project. It will go on. It will go on continuously only. This is not going to stop. So English, whoever wants to join for the English classes, you can please inform, and Sunita ji can just probably provide us the list of different participants who are going to be joining for the Kannada, who are interested in Kannada, who is interested in English, or who is interested in both Kannada and English. That also we can see. With this, I think.
Tamil also. Tamil?
But no, Dr. Bhavanaji, not for Karnataka, there will be only Kannada and English. Tamil will have in Tamil Nadu only, or Pondicherry. Yes. So, English, yes, Hari Om Tamleji. So, I think it is complete, sir. Uh, the teachers will inform after with just through Sunita ji, or they can directly message also. Then we will enroll into the group. Ji, sir. Hari Om.
Okay. So nice meeting with all of you. And Wish you all the best.
जी
So let us now say a prayer. Anybody?
जी यस हरिओम
Yeah.
ओके जी सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् हरि ओम तत्सत् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम